All right, let's jump right in. We're going to explore an idea today that might just completely change how you look at every single obstacle in your life. You know those walls we all face, the choices we have to make, the paths we feel like we're stuck on? Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Okay, let this one sink in for a second. A closed door is just a wall that forgot it could move. Wow. I mean, what a powerful way to reframe what a barrier even is, right? It kind of suggests that what looks like a total dead end might just be a problem with how we're looking at it.
I mean, who hasn't felt this? Seriously, we've all been there. That feeling of just being completely, utterly stuck with absolutely no way forward. It's such a universal human thing, right? Whether it's your job, some personal project, or just life. But what if that wall, that thing that feels so solid, isn't really what it seems?
Okay, so let's dig into this. A wall that can move. How does that even work? So here's the key, right? We tend to treat obstacles like they're these permanent, unchangeable facts of life. But what if they're not? What if they're just situations that are waiting for us to find a new angle? Waiting for a little bit of creativity, maybe a dash of courage. That wall in front of you? Maybe you don't need to smash it down. Maybe it just needs a little nudge to reveal the door that was hidden there the whole time. So the big question is, how do we get better at seeing the doors instead of just the walls? Well, it really boils down to a specific kind of mindset. And honestly, it's captured perfectly in one single, really powerful word. And that word is iconoclast. Now, originally, this was a pretty intense term. It meant someone who literally destroyed religious icons. But today, we use it to talk about anyone who challenges the status quo, the person who questions all the things we just accept as the way it is. But here's where it gets really interesting. This isn't just about challenging society or big institutions. No, the real power, the real twist, is when you turn that idea inward. It's about questioning your own beliefs, the assumptions you've built your entire life on, about your career, your relationships, what you think you're supposed to be doing. That's the game changer. And, this leads to a really practical question. Because once you start questioning your own deeply held beliefs, you might realize, hey, maybe I want to change direction. But that can feel scary. It can almost feel like a betrayal, can it? I think a lot of us are terrified of being called fickle, but we have to make a huge distinction here. See, betrayal, that's when you break a promise or a real commitment you made to someone else. And yeah, that can absolutely be harmful. But realignment, that's totally different. That's about changing your own personal path because it's just not working for you anymore. And that's not betrayal. That is healthy, necessary growth. And look, there are so many good, healthy reasons to make a change like that. Maybe you're just realigning with the person you are today, not the person you were 5 years ago. Or maybe you're just deciding to go where the water flows, to find something that's a better fit for you. As long as the change isn't really harming other people, giving yourself that freedom to explore, that's not a weakness. It's actually a huge sign of strength. Of course, not everyone's going to get it. You're going to have people say things like, whoa, that's so out of character for you. And you know what the most empowering response to that is? So what? Your character isn't some fixed box that other people get to put you in. It's a living, breathing thing. And you, and only you, get to define it. And redefine it whenever you want. Man, I love this line. You're not obligated to move anyone's footstep but your own. It's such a powerful gut punch of a reminder, isn't it? At the end of the day, your journey is yours. You're responsible for your path, your choices, your footsteps. Period. Nobody else's. Okay, so let's pull all these ideas together. Let's paint one final picture that really gets to the heart of all this. Just imagine this for a second. Picture yourself standing at a crossroads. You can see multiple paths stretching out in every direction. It's a moment of decision. But here's the crazy part. You pull out a map to figure out where to go, but as you're looking at it, the lines start to shift. The destinations are changing right before your eyes. The map itself is alive. It's fluid. Now, for some people, that sounds absolutely terrifying. But what if it's the exact opposite? Because what if the whole point isn't to follow a fixed map to some predetermined destination? What if the whole point is that you have the freedom to change the map yourself? The real freedom isn't in arriving somewhere. It's in the power to choose your next step, and the one after that, over and over again. So, I'll just leave you with this question. When was the last time you looked at a wall in your life and decided, you know what? I'm going to see that as a door? When was the last time you gave yourself permission to just redraw your own map. Something to think about.